Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. So, review time for the Apple iPad Air 2 64 gig gold. Now, the gold part is the back on this thing, so I shall remove the cover. Now, I do have a shatter slash bulletproof protector glass on the screen, so there's no way I'll ever shatter the screen on this thing if I do happen to drop it, which I never have, and hopefully I never do, but at least I know I'm protected. I use this for productivity, for work too, being that I work on RV trailers too. I take photos of stuff as I'm taking it apart, so I know how it goes back together. I haven't been at it as long as my boss has, so I'm still kind of like, still new into it. A lot of stuff I can remember, but some things I take pictures just in case. This thing works perfect for that. And I get a big screen as opposed to a phone, where a phone is like, I'm not sure. I can only see this big screen, and very useful. But I also have electronics programs on this for my electronic stuff, my recorder program for my EW400 keyboard. I've got OnSong for music. I've also got GarageBand on here too. Chord chart program, my electronic stuff. I have a scanner so I can listen in on the cops or whatever I want to do. It's kind of cool actually doing that on the internet. Zedge and so on. So I got a couple of games on here, but I don't really play games. I actually find that games are kind of stupid on an iPad, but I got a few anyways, just in case I decide to get stupid. And I have some other software for running some action cams and stuff for doing videos. The microphone pickup quality on this thing is actually really amazing. I did a freestand video of this. I was playing on my piano. It's recent video on my channel. I recorded it on this. And the sound pickup out of the mics was just amazing quality, so I was very happy with that. Picture, of course, also very amazing for the recordability with the camera. And, of course, it's now running the most current up-to-date OS. I just got another update like half an hour ago, so I did it. Battery life is great, and I've had quite a bit of use out of this thing in the last 2 years that I've had it. And, the battery is not suffering any. It's still great. Once in a while, I run the battery extreme low, and then I'll turn it off and charge it up. Now, as far as the bad stuff goes about this, you're going to need a screen glass protector, being a glass, like a bulletproof or shatterproof glass. Just make sure you get a good one that's got some high ratings on it. So check out reviews very carefully. I would definitely recommend a case as well with that to protect it, so that, if you do drop it, you don't smash the shit out of it, or dent the crap out of it and scratch it all up. This thing is in absolute perfect, pristine, brand new condition. There's not even a mark on this thing, and yet I do use it, but I keep it in a protective casings. So that explains how kind of cherry condition. Charge time is only a couple hours, which isn't bad. As long as the power's turned off, it charges up rather rapidly too. Speaker output, very nice. Good speaker output. And of course, you've got your lightning port here, so it doesn't matter which direction you plug the charger in. So two things here. Number one, it's not perfect, but number two, the one thing that does actually annoy the hell out of me is, say I've got it turned off and I'm going to go plug it into charger. It turns the whole thing on. It's like, did I say you could turn on? No, it just turns itself on. And then you got to shut it off so that, you're not using the battery and trying to charge it at the same time, because it takes longer to charge that way. But that's the only really bad thing I can say about the iPad. And I'm pretty sure that all the iPads do the same damn thing. When you plug it in when the power's off, it'll turn on, because even the phones, I believe, will do it too. Actually, I haven't tried my new iPhone 6 to see if it does it. I should. But overall, otherwise, I'd say, yeah, it's definitely a good 4.5 out of 5. I definitely would recommend the iPad in this version, or even if you're after a mini version. Mini versions are a lot cheaper. And they do retain their value. So if you're thinking about resale value later on down the road, the more cherry condition it's in, the more it's going to be worth. I've looked at used iPad Air 2s. Actually, I think it was a 32 or a 64 gig. Anyways, it was at a pawn shop. It was one of the two, but they wanted $500, and it wasn't even as good a shape as mine. Like, mine is literally brand new condition. theirs had a slight crack in the screen somewhere. Of course, always full of fingerprints. The back looked to be scratched up a little bit, and they still wanted 500. I'm like, are you kidding me? I mean, I paid $1,000 for this thing. By the time all is said and done, because it's monthly thing, 0 down contract, right? And but still, I mean, 500 used for something that's rough. I mean, I'd never pay that. But in this kind of condition, yeah, 500 used is a good deal, and it's when it's cherry. But we're also talking Canadian dollars too, so don't scream down my neck on prices here, okay? I'm just telling you what things are going for in pawn shops. But bottom line is something's only worth as much as somebody else is willing to pay you for it. So how about that? But anyway, so yeah, 4.5 out of 5 is great. It's a great usable device, multiple uses, tons and tons of free apps on the Apple website. If you have other iDevices like iPhones and stuff that have your Apple AirDrop system, like my iMac has AirDrop, and so does this, so do my cell phones. You can transfer files between them rather quickly and easily. You don't even need a Wi-Fi or a data connection to use AirDrop, so that's kind of really nice. I like that advantage because I've actually had to use AirDrop a few times to get stuff from my iPad to my iMac because I didn't want to hook the iPad into my computer, and then it's makes you authorize it on the comp, and it's like, what the hell? No, I just AirDrop it and do it Wi-Fi, well, wireless, whatever it is. It's networking anyways, and it works great. Very simple and easy to use, easy to get rid of programs, easy to download programs. Graphic for games is really good video graphics. Just really amazing games that they have even for the iPad out. It's got some really amazing graphics. I have a couple pool games I like to play, and they're a lot of fun. And anyway, so that's my thoughts and findings on the iPad. Is it worth the money I paid for it? Sure, it definitely is. And for what I use it for, it's definitely a functional machine. So it wasn't a waste of money. Some people buy these things and then they turn out they don't use it as much as they thought they would, because some people buy, it's an Apple device, and then, I could do so much cool stuff, and then they don't do anything with it at all, and it's like, that's a waste of money. If you're going to buy something like this, even an Android tablet, make sure it's something that you're going to invest your money in, that you're going to actually get some use out of. And, for a little while there, I wasn't getting a lot of use, but then, once I started working on the RVs and that, it's like, I'm getting a lot of use out of this thing. Oh, now I got OnSong. Oh, now I got a keyboard that has a program, and now I can use it on that too. Oh, look at all the electronics programs that are coming up for free that I can download too, and really get some use out of it with my electronic stuff I do, among other stuff, plus it has the iMovie in it if I want to use iMovie, and I think I've got VideoPad editor in here as well, if I remember correctly. I'm pretty sure I do. Yes, I do. I got VideoPad editor. So the same program I use on my Mac, I can use on here. Boom, boom. And I use Google Chrome for surfing on this because I don't like using Safari. It's just not my kind of a browser. But hey, it's an Apple browser. What do? I can do Facebook on this thing. Everything I can do on my iMac, I can do on this thing, which is really good. So, if you're looking for an iPad, I'd recommend definitely an iPad Air 2 system if that's what you're looking at, or even one of the newer iPads is great. And they do keep their OSs or iOSs current with their computer devices and their phones, etc. So, I mean, hey, Apple's got awesome support too. I love their products. Always have, actually, since I was a little kid. Started running, actually, Apple II Plus was our first home computer we bought way back in the early 80s, So then we've always stuck with it pretty much, except for one little time span where I got away from Apple products for a while, but been back into them ever since. And yeah, I still love Apple stuff. It's great. But anyway, so thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think. I'm all in on an iPad, and I won't need another one for many years to come. Because of what I use it for, I don't have to worry about, anything like that. And being now I don't have it on a data plan anymore, that saves me a lot of money too every month. And I was able to shift that money I was spending on this into my new iPhone 6, because I needed my own phone for work and for personal and so on. So yeah, that actually worked out to be a bonus all the way around. And I still get to use this for all my usual stuff anyways, right? So I have a lot of fun with it. But anyways, I thank you for watching, and hey, feel free to check out other videos too. Feel free to subscribe if you're not already, and don't forget to hit that bell too if you do subscribe, and you get updates to my channel. So until next time, catch you later.